Hey gamer friends, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Josiah, and we are ready to roll. We are doing another video in our series of great games ranked on BGG.
Right, so this is 401 to 500.
Yep.
And this is as of June 2025.
That's right.
And since our last video, we have discovered that things have already changed.
Yes. Yeah.
So one game that was on our last video would have been on this one, but
Yeah.
you know, obviously we're not going to duplicate, but Bomb Busters was on our last video.
Yes.
And then when
But
we
it's
went to
already
make this
moved up.
one, it's already moved up and would be in this section.
Yep. So we'll mention it, but we won't talk about it.
Yeah.
Since we already talked about it. All right. The first one on the list is 486, and it is Let's Go to Japan.
Let's go.
Love this game.
Let's plan our trip.
Yeah, this is a great game that has really moved up a lot in my personal ranking.
Yeah, we talked about it recently because
we
it was
did.
on, what did we talk about it? On our May Games? Was it May Games? Is that the one we talked
I
about?
think so, yeah.
Where you were
Yeah.
saying how much you have really grown in your liking of this game.
Yeah, it has grown on me a lot. Yeah, because the first time I played it, I was like, I guess that's fine, whatever. But now I really like it. I would definitely choose this game to play sometimes.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, it's a fun one. I love the art. I love the places that you're going to. It looks
Yeah.
really interesting. Like, I would love to be planning a real trip to Japan
Sure.
in that way. That would be really fun.
yeah. But my favorite part of this game is the trading of cards
Yes.
back and forth.
agree.
And I give you the ones I don't want. You have to take those and give me the ones you don't want. And then you do that all throughout the game. And it just adds such a fun element to the puzzle of planning your trip. Because, you know, trips aren't free. They cost
not.
money. And so you gotta pay a train ticket if you want to go from Kyoto to Tokyo, you know, and back to Kyoto and things like that. So anyway, just so much fun.
It's so good. Next up is 475, a game I like more than that one, and it is Castle Combo. This is such a fast little game. All you're doing, you're playing 9 cards into your tableau.
Yep.
And that's literally the whole game. So you are
is.
choosing from 2 rows of 3. And there's this little character pawn that is on the row. And so you have to choose from that row unless you pay a key. And then you can move him to the next row to choose one out of there.
Yep.
And there are certain cards that make him move back and forth. And so as you're going through your turn, you're drafting these cards and putting them in your tableau. Now, they each have some sort of power or points that you can earn based on other cards or where they're located, or, you know, different things like that. They have certain symbols on them. You can gain more and more points. And so you're
Yep.
constantly just trying to build and make combos after all the cards that are in your tableau.
Yep, it's really fun.
Yeah, and it's only 9 cards.
9
so
cards.
It's so fast.
It is, yeah. But it's very, very puzzly.
Yes.
If you are trying to maximize your points.
Sure.
If you don't care, then, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I'm someone who likes to maximize my turns and my points. And so there is a lot of puzzle to where you place your card and what it combos off of.
Right.
And, I may have to give up this combo to play this combo.
But it'll
But
end
it's
up giving
better.
you more points.
Yeah.
But then that one feels like a waste because
yeah.
you've already played it into your tableau.
Yeah. Really, really fun. Really good one. So the next spot would have been Bomb Busters at 474.
Right.
But we're going to move on to
that
the
one.
next one. Yeah. And it's 464, and it's Cubitos.
Yes.
This is a game that stole my heart. I really like it. It's a fun game. It's a race game, and you are purchasing dice that upgrade. It's kind of like a dice builder.
It is.
And so you're adding more and more and more dice as you go through the race, and you're just racing around this little track, and it's fun little quirky art.
Yes.
Puns.
Used,
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
They don't take themselves too seriously. I love it.
And by the end, you're rolling a ton of dice. You get to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So you have a hand size, a
Right.
hand limit, right? But
It grows over the game, though.
It does grow over the game, and you are rolling more and more of the good dice, right? Mm-hmm. And there are ways to take out some of the beginner's dice so that you get to the good dice more quickly. And so, anyway, so fun. Love this game.
Yeah, it's a good one. This is one that you definitely like more than I do.
Yeah.
But I will play it, pretty much whenever. I do enjoy the game. It's not like as high up on my list as it is for you.
Yeah.
But it is a good one.
Yeah.
Next up is Honey Buzz, and it is $4.52. And I would actually say the opposite of this one. It's like you would play it, but I definitely enjoy this one more than you do.
Yes.
And you are just building out your little honeycomb. Wait, what would you hive?
Yeah.
Yeah, your little hive with your bees, and you get to have little baby bees that come, and there's different types of, is it flowers that give certain types of honey?
Yeah, I think
so you're collecting that to put into your player area. It's really good. We have not played this one in a very long time, so I might not be explaining it perfectly because it has been so long since we played it. But I really liked it. He was like, it's okay.
It's okay.
That's why we haven't played it in a really long time, because we don't own it, and he didn't love it, so
yeah,
probably won't be able to play it for a while. But
we could borrow it again.
We could.
All right, next is 446. Way better game than that. Mm-hmm. It's Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game.
This one is going to go up higher.
100%.
It was just released either it says 2024, but it had to have been at the very end of 2024 because we couldn't get it until 2025.
Right.
So.
But it is so good, especially if you like Lord of the Rings. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, you will love this game, assuming you like trick-taking games, I guess.
That's true.
But I love both of those things, and so this is a really great game for me.
So good. So good. We actually were just talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we were saying, okay, we want to plan a game day where we get to finish out this game and play through the rest of it.
Because we've played through about half of it.
Right. And
so we need to play the other half. Yep. And it kind of follows the book to a degree, introduces new characters as you go along, like the book does. It's so good. So good.
Yeah, we actually did a whole review video about this game when we got it. So you can check that out if you want to. Next up is 435, and it's a game called Ready, Set, Bet. And this is exactly what it sounds like. It's a betting game, and you are betting on a horse race. And as you roll the dice, it depends on which horses are going to move. And it's really fun, especially if you have, again, that wild, ruckus crowd. Yeah. It's really going to make this game. It will also break this game if you don't.
Yes.
Because it is not near as much fun if people are not into it.
Yeah, it goes from a really good game to a flat game.
It does. Because if nobody's having fun, they're just like, whatever. Then it's like, okay, well, that's not exciting.
Yeah. But if you get into it,
it makes it really fun. And you're placing your bets, and as the race goes on, and then there hits a certain point where you can't place bets anymore.
Yeah.
And then you're just waiting to see the outcome of the dice and the horses.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that there is one of the players is set aside as the roller and the horse mover.
Yes.
The track mover. And the other people are the participants betting on the race. And so that was kind of fun and interesting. I think there's a way you can have that automated maybe through an app or something. So.
Yeah, they have a way that you can do that.
But I liked it. I liked having somebody who did that.
Because you're trying to make it more fun for everybody. You're okay, this is what's happening, and you can kind of do a little play-by-play of the horse race.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's really good. Okay, number 423 is Mysterium. This is a game that we played over Christmas.
Yes.
We played it with too many people.
Yeah, because we played it at max player count. It was at 7.
7.
But I could see. So here's the deal with this one. I think it shouldn't go up to 7 players.
Yeah.
But I could see the game in it. So even though I felt like it went too long and it wasn't exactly the experience that I wanted it to be.
Clunky.
It was a little bit clunky. I could see how fun it could be.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if this was maybe 4 people, I feel like this would be a much better game.
Plus the Game Master. I think that if we got to play it with 4 players, maybe 5, but probably 4, and a Game Master, I think it would be so much better.
Right.
And also, there was no one that like really knew the game really well.
Right. So the people who brought it to play, they had played it one other time before, and so they were kind of like refreshing, which is fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong
Sure.
with that. But when you're playing with that many people and having to refresh, sometimes it makes it a little bit clunkier.
Yep.
And it takes a little bit longer to play. And so I think that yes, you're right. If we like knew the ins and outs of the game, it would go smoother.
Yeah, so we'll try and get this one played again before we give sort of a ranking or our feelings about it
Yes.
and our review of it.
I agree with that. But I will say I still could see how this is a great game. I see how people have loved this game.
Yeah.
And I could see it going up for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, next up is one of his favorite games of all time, and it is number 415, and it's Air, Land, and Sea.
Just a simple card game.
Yes. And you might
So
might have also
good.
played Critters at War. It's the same game, but you have 6 cards and you have to win 2 out of the 3 theaters of war with your 6 cards.
Yep.
Each of those cards have an ability, and you are just boom, 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 back and forth.
Lots and lots of shenanigans.
Lots of shenanigans.
And I love it.
yes.
It's so good. I love the back and forth and the I tricked you, you got me back.
I flipped your card.
Yep. I'm going to faint this theater, but I'm really going for these 2. I just love this game. There's so much in it. There's
Yes.
so much game in it to me.
It's a pretty good one. This is one that I cannot hardly win this game against him. I cannot win this game.
You almost did the last time we played.
I know I got so
You got 1 point away.
close. It was really frustrating.
Right away. She got 11 points straight. And then I came back and won.
So annoying. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's fine. It's fine.
I love this game.
I'm not bitter at all.
Yeah, this one is way higher than 415 for me.
Yes, for you.
Personally.
100%.
Yeah. All right. The next one is 414, and it is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. So much nostalgia in this game for us.
This was our gateway game.
It was.
This was the game that brought us into the hobby. And you
Yep.
would know, if you've listened to us for very long, you know that this was our gateway game.
Yep.
And so, man, do we love this game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it was such a good gateway game for us because it introduced so many things in one game
Yes.
to us about what real board games or hobby board gaming has to offer.
Right.
And it is just, it's so good. And we all were really into Harry Potter at that time. And so it was just perfect. And it launched us into this hobby
Yes.
full steam ahead.
Yeah, we played so much of this game,
Yeah.
and now it's been sitting on the shelf for the last couple of years, not being played. And at some
Yeah.
point, we will have to get it back out just to play it again
Yeah.
because it's been so long, and
Absolutely.
just for that. But I do know that now I will say it's a little too easy.
Sure.
Now that we've been playing games for a while, I will give
Yeah.
it that it's definitely a family weight game.
Absolutely.
But at the time, it was mind-blowing.
It was.
Exciting.
Yeah. Which I'm sure a lot of people have that experience with their
Yes.
gateway game. And this was ours.
That's right. All right, next up is 408, and it's called The Veil of Eternity. And this is a little kind of card battling game. It reminds me, it has like some maybe notes of Magic the Gathering. I know it's not, but it has like these like slight little, like, because you're kind of drafting these cards and playing cards into your area, and you're trying to gain points. And the first one did gain, I think it's 20 or 40. I actually can't remember. But the first one to reach the end of the track basically is the winner.
Yeah.
And they each have different abilities, and you can play them at different times. And
Yeah.
and they're all these interesting like creatures, like
Yeah.
dragons and different things like that.
Yeah. All the fantasy creatures. Yeah. The art is beautiful
It really is.
on this one. I love the artwork on this one. I want to play this again because I think I've only played it once.
Have you only played it once?
I think I've only played it once, and I wasn't.
And it was a 2-player.
It was a 2-player, and I don't really remember my experience of it very much.
Okay.
So I really want to play this one again so I can really wrap my head around it. But
give a good review.
Yeah. But I remember loving the artwork, and I remember thinking, this is a pretty decent game. This is a good game. And which means that probably if I play it more and more, it's going to be a really, really good game because that's how I work.
Yes, I think this one is one that would benefit from more players. You guys can tell us if you played Veil of Eternity. You can let us know. But I feel like this one would be better at more players.
Yeah, tell us down below in the comments.
Yeah, sometimes you can just play a game and you're like, I can see that I need another player for this.
Yeah, and sometimes we play a game because we only mostly play it too, and we don't know what's the best player count. Like, I'm thinking of an example, Marvel Champions.
Right.
We played at 4 originally, and we didn't have a good experience. But then somebody said, this is a 2-player game.
Yeah,
play this only at 2-player. And so we did, and we're like, you know, it's like it opened it up for us.
Yeah, completely different game.
Yeah, and so that's something that's so valuable about the community and why, you know, we want people to interact with each other so we can all have the best experience possible with these board games.
Right. Because they're trying, I get it, like publishers are trying to have the max player count that they possibly can. And so they always make it this range that sometimes the game doesn't warrant that type of range. Yeah. And sometimes the game it's like okay to play it at that, but like really it needs to be, you know, here. Yeah,
tightened up in the range.
Tightened up, yes.
Yeah. All right, and last is number 401. It is Expeditions.
I love this game.
Yeah, this is one of her favorite games.
I absolutely love this game. I love that you are taking your mech and you're going out exploring. I like even the way that you take actions because you have 3 action choices and you get to take 2 on your turn. Yeah. And then you have to give up one of those actions the next turn. You still have to take 2 of the 3. And so it's kind of trying to figure out when to take those specific actions. And then there's different things you can basically upgrade your cards and your tucking cards, and you're doing all kinds of stuff to get all the points that you need at the end of the game.
Yeah, and surprise, it's an engine builder.
Yes. Yes, and I really like engine builders. But there's different goals that you're trying to reach, and you have to reach so many of those goals to trigger the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say it is a good game. I'm not throwing hate at this game.
No.
It is a
had a good time playing.
Of course, yeah, it's a good game for me. It just is not nearly as high as it is for you.
Yeah, and I think I'm in the minority, honestly. Like from what I've heard from other people, I think a lot of people were disappointed in this game, and so I think I am in the minority. But you know, I still really love it.
Yeah, and we haven't played Scythe.
That's true. We haven't. So
it's, you know, possible that if we played Scythe, you know, it may feel differently about this game, but I don't know. We only have this one.
That's true. And I loved it. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Yeah, we made it through 401 to 500.
Yep. Next video will be in the 300s range.
Yeah, 301 to 400.
To 400, yep.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
And tell us down below in the comments what was your favorite games that we mentioned today and what games did we miss from this range. We definitely would love to hear about it.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.